We are live, and it is the Monday edition of Daily Bread. Best spot to be making sure you get that Venmo or Cash App request coming in to you from your local, the B word, if that's still the way you're going about it. If not, the best way to make sure that FanDuel, Cash App, whatever, is always loaded. Monday's best bets. We got Brazil, South Korea. We got Bucks versus Saints, and we have an NBA slate as well, all powered by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be hopping into their DMs for weekend, week, or month. If you catch us looking to the left, looking up, looking down, because we almost have penalty shootouts in Japan versus Croatia, so you can sweat that with us. So be hopping into the comments. Hit that link up on the title on Twitter if you want to be featured. Let us know what you're currently sweating. If you have any action in the extra time to advance, if you bet PKs, whatever you got, sweat live us. Maybe we'll get some live reaction. Who knows? Loaded slate from yesterday's NFL. The Eagles just gave the business, and A.J. Brown just ran the entire Titans franchise out of the link yesterday. Nothing more to say about that. That second touchdown catch is one of the more wild ones I've seen, and it just shows Jalen's trust of just chucking it to him. You saw his catch against the Steelers earlier this season. They got that connection where he goes, he's going to make me look good, and he's putting it out there. They ran for 300 plus 2 weeks ago, threw for 300 plus this week. We're back. We're feeling good. No more sad boys. Eagles never made us sad boys, but we're finally over the 2 championship L's. But we got Roddy here with us. How we feeling? What you see from the weekend? You got a title, so your boys were doing all the LSU dances, though.
I told y'all. Look, what did I tell y'all? I said my coach is petty. We went for 2 to make it 50. Okay, we ran up the score to some certain extent, and we were upset about what happened in 2019. I can understand that everybody's like, y'all didn't play that team, though. Yeah, we get it, but some of those kids were still on the roster, and now they're seniors, so they had to watch it. Okay, so y'all be all right, y'all be cool.
Stetson Bennett's been there for like 12 seasons.
Hey, man, and I don't know how he's still not a graduate student and he's 25 years old. I'm not really sure
really fuck
how
with
that
school
works.
like that.
Do you know who was a graduate student that I thought I'd never see again? Who? And so says new GOAT, Brock fucking Purdy. When they said his name, I knew Roddy and everyone in the pay for play chat was like, there's no way. There's no
wait, he plays for them?
He was literally the last pick of the draft. This is the thing.
I think he had a longer tenure than Stetson. I think he might have the longest college football tenure ever at one school.
And this is another thing I do. Whenever like a player that I don't like is employed by my team, I delete a bunch of tweets. I deleted about 80 tweets last night.
Oh, Brock Purdy?
They're just like the most fucked up shit I'm saying about Brock Purdy and how he got carried by Breece Hall and the receiver and the other running back. And I'm just like, he fucking stinks. And now he's my starting quarterback. It's the same thing with James Harden. Bro, James Harden, I had to delete close to 200 tweets because I didn't want him on my team. I'm not gonna lie, I was not a fan of the guy. But again, I cheer for the name on the front, not the one on the back. So if they rock on my team, I gotta rock with them. The game is the game. But bro, Brock Purdy,
yeah, I was like, whoa, that's a name for your ass, boy. And he got drafted this year. I'm like, wait, what?
Hey man, listen, on the bright side, we might sign Baker Mayfield. I know, right?
Anyway,
I know, God.
Anyway, now I have to worry about the dumbass Cowgirls now in the NFC, and maybe me and Sosa don't get to hang out at the link later on this season. And what they did in the fourth quarter last night was violent. That was very violent.
I went to sleep at 9:00, so I woke up in the midst of my coma and saw that it was a 2-point game. So I was like, okay. Then I woke up 40 minutes later and I was like, wait, how did they get 50?
Bro, that was one of the 33 points in the fourth. And no, I feel real bad for my homie. My homie had like a teaser where it was over 39.5, and it was like, I want to say plus 19.5 for the Colts, and it was a 2-point game going in the fourth quarter, bro.
Yeah. Could have been tied.
Really? That was one of the scarier like scenes, bro. Matt Ryan, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing him lose brings me plenty of joy. I'm not a fan. I don't. It brings me plenty of joy. I enjoy seeing him fail. It's music to my ears. I know I don't. I know I'm very positive, but that's one guy I don't mind when he loses. I'm all right with it. I'm okay. Other than that, Kirk Cousins getting the job done against the Jets. Everybody's flavor of the week, Mike White. He played actually a pretty good game. If only wow, that was interesting.
The bots.
Bots, look at this.
Ooh.
Huh?
Risque.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
crazy. But yeah, Mike White performed actually pretty well. The Jets just had some really unlucky plays yesterday. In the event that in regards to their receivers just not running to the end zone. Corey Davis for some reason did a Deshaun Jackson where he like turned back for no reason towards I didn't understand it. They ran 24 plays inside the 10-yard line of Minnesota yesterday, and they scored one touchdown the whole game. That is, I mean, I know I'm not mad at LaFleur. I don't think LaFleur is a bad play caller, but man, you talk about just bending and not breaking. That's the definition of Minnesota's defense. I mean,
Yeah,
you get
8
within
came in
inside
like
the
what
10
the
and you
final
can't get
minute
a
though. You had
Huh?
8 come. You had eight of them come in the final 2 minutes though.
bro, 24 plays inside
No, I'm
the
just saying a
10.
third came in the final 2 minutes with the chance to win.
Oh,
On
yeah.
top of all the earlier ones, it's just saying 8 were big crucial time ones, and
Bro. The Jets need to just invest in an elite quarterback, whether it's Aaron Rodgers or just a franchise level quarterback, because Garrett Wilson is one of them guys. Corey Davis is really good. I mean, he's solid. You know what I'm saying? I just think, man, and I like LaFleur as a play caller. I think that at this point, it's imperative that they get a quarterback in the building, because if they had a legit like star quarterback, this Jets team would be right there with anybody. Because the talent across the board is insane, and the development of talent has been insane in regards to the way the defense is developed. It's ridiculous.
let's get to today's plays. We're already 7 minutes into the show. We appreciate everyone tapped in. That like, retweet, follow, sub. We're about to get to the penalty shootout for Croatia versus Japan. So let's talk Brazil, South Korea real quickly here. You got a total sitting at a juiced over 2.5 here. You got the Asian handicap sitting at plus a goal and a half. That's juiced to Brazil as well. Do we think we see extra time or a close win? Anyone investing on the South Korea side for the full game here?
Son is going to score a goal today, and it'll be via penalty kick.
Okay.
So you're going both teams to score then.
I like that.
It'll be via penalty kick. I got both teams to score at plus 150. Son, anytime goal at plus 500. Y'all know Neymar is my guy. I love the kid. If he's available, I'm betting him to score a goal. I wouldn't tell you to do it, but they're saying he's available. I'm praying that he's fully healthy. I hope that he's in the starting 11. I also am taking a stake on Vinny Jr. to score. Just a small bet, and he's at plus 175. If Neymar is in the starting 11, first goal scorer at plus 300, partially because he takes the pens. I think that this game is going to be a lot more competitive than people would anticipate. Brazil's back line and the way that they play, they're always going to give you opportunities to get forward. What are you going to make of those chances? We just saw it in their last match. Now, I know they sat a lot of guys, and they didn't have their regular stars out there in the last match, but losing a match is never, ever fun. You never want to see that. It's never like a good omen. So I think that South Korea comes out and plays relatively well. I like both teams to score plus 150. Neymar, first goal if he does start. Son to score, and I believe that Son, if he does score, it'll be on a penalty kick, because Brazil will give something up inside the box, and then they will proceed to get ultra offensive.
Yes.
Roddy, how are you attacking it?
Yeah, I don't have an official play. I'll probably be telling Sosa on the both teams to score. I do think it will be a little competitive for the first probably like 25 minutes, maybe going into the half, maybe first 10 minutes of the second half, but I think it's going to be similar to France. The quality is just going to be too much. Richarlison seems to turn into a whole different player when he puts a yellow shirt on. Don't really know why that is, but I mean, it's, I guess, pride for your country. I get it. But if they have Neymar back in the team, even if he's like 80% healthy, this one's not going to be close. I hate big spreads, so I don't take big soccer spreads at all. But I think while it will be a little competitive, I think Brazil are going to have their moments where they show that they're clearly the better side. I don't think South Korea is going to be able to do anything in the midfield with Casemiro, possibly Fred or whoever they put in the midfield. Casemiro is going to clean everything up. And the defense, I think, like Sosa said, I think it hasn't been impenetrable, but I think you need more than one guy to really get them to be uncomfortable. And I think they only really have my guy Son out there. So I would, I don't have anything official, but I would definitely take the both teams to score because I think it's probably a good play.
Yep. So far, you've seen in this knockout stage with the big spreads, we've had two teams cover them. The one just happened today, and the other was Australia. The other three have covered there, and that's where if you're down the 2-0, 2-1 spot there, you're just going to deploy ultra aggressively, which sometimes kills the +1.5 here. And that's the main way I see Brazil covering it here. That's the main way I see most people cashing an over 2.75, because if you make me pick a score line here, I think it ends 2-1. I think it's too much juice to play on both sides. Weak penalty to start off for Japan, shooting it right down the middle. But I don't know. The chaos may ensue in that one, though. We've had too many chalky results so far. This one, the Japan-Croatia result wouldn't be one. I don't know. Is this the one that finally gets the people talking? Is this the knockout result? Because it's been extremely chalky.
Yeah. There's some other matchups where I feel like it could be more possible than this one. This is the tournament favorite.
Bro,
This is
this
the
dude
team
just
that's
missed both the
expected here.
kicks, both the
I know.
PKs to start.
Yeah, and both of
What
them were
the
very
fuck?
bad. And both of
Were
them
they
were
the
very,
Union?
They
very
were
bad.
terrible, bro. These weren't. Oh
Yeah,
my god!
Looks like the Philadelphia Union versus LAFC out there.
Look at you reliving trauma. Good for you.
Hey, now
Good
Rex,
for
I
you.
will tell you,
Good for you.
and it's not because I'm being a hater. I promise. I'm a Cristiano hater, but you saw those reports earlier, right? About what's the name? Their coach being mad at him about his attitude and how he's been behaving and all that jazz. The Swiss are the team. I'm just saying.
You talking about? Who you talking about?
I'm talking about Cristiano. There's reports he's clashing with the coach because he's having an attitude, and they play Switzerland tomorrow. So
He always has an attitude,
He
man.
always has an attitude, dog. Look at how much Botox is in his face.
I mean, look,
You can't even tell if he's smiling or not.
Just go take your 200 million from the Saudis and go home, please.
Got a man-made chin.
Yeah, man, I'm tired of that guy. But yeah, it should be a good match, though. I do think it's going to be a good match. I kind of want to take the over just because I'm feeling lucky today. You know how Google used to have feeling lucky on their little thing. Kind of feeling lucky because I think it's going to be a goal fest, but I don't know. We'll see.
Looks like Modric's 40-year-old ass. I think he's 37. The engine will not die. The man loves playing extra time minutes too in all these knockout tournaments to show how much more fit he is.
He's ridiculous.
It is unreal what he is doing. Shout out to him.
He ran for the entire 2018 World Cup, and now he's still running. Like, what the fuck?
Didn't get to run that far at Euros, but still ran that entire time. It is unreal. NBA, let's get through this slate quickly. We had Kevin C. earlier in the show saying, looks like Harden's return night. We got the Hawks in action here. A low-key, pretty quality slate. Where we starting off in the action here? Do we want to talk Mavs Suns first? I think that's an appropriate one to start.
Sure, we can start there.
Because the Mavs, lane 3? Really?
Yeah, really? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know who's available and who's unavailable for the Suns, but that's the only reason I would see that being the case. The Mavericks also played much better at the crib. They've been absolutely awful on the road. So that's what it makes sense. That's why it makes sense. Wow.
Host. We got some crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Bruh. This is the worst free kick. This is the worst penalty shootout I've ever seen a team.
No cojones so far here. Roddy, you got any action in this one?
Yeah, I would wait for the reports. Any line that looks really weird from like early on in the day, you gotta wait for that injury report because something's coming. Obviously the Mavs have been in limbo this year. I mean, they beat some bad teams, they get blown out by good teams. It's a mixed bag with me. So I would probably just stay away from this regardless. If some big injury news comes out to, favor the Mavs or, show that the Mavs are going to have the upper hand, then I go with it, that -3. But other than that, bro, I would stay away.
It's hard for me to pick anything or touch anything in this game. I don't know who's going to be available for who. Not if the game were on the road, that obviously the line would be completely different for Dallas. So stay away from me based on more information being needed. But yeah, other than that, nothing.
Next game on the board that we'll shout out, and then we can go to the games that people have plays on. Grizz Heat, basically a pick'em game here, and it's free fire afterwards. Roddy, what do you like in the Grizz Heat? If you got anything locked in.
Well, with this one, I understand that the Heat have kind of been, undervalued. They've been shitty this year. Okay, I get it. But I kind of like them to win today. I understand that, everybody else hasn't been up to par. Jimmy's been hurt. I get it, but I've been impressed with Bam. As much as it pains me to say it as a Hawks fan, I've been very impressed with him. And I think he puts them boys in a blender today. So I would have Heat money line as an official play at +105. I know it's not the popular thing to say because Ja and the Grizzlies, they're looking good. Obviously, the top 3 in the West, but I think the Heat get it tonight.
So what do you like here?
Yeah, I like the first half over 115. The Grizzlies, they play defense, but situationally late in games, teams get out rather early. They put up a lot of shots. Both teams put up a lot of shots. I like the first half over at 115.5, -107 or -106 now. The odds fit, and Memphis, like I said, they give it up and they score at a high clip, especially at the crib. First half over continuously hits in any matchup against whomever. So that's my favorite bet in this one is the first half over 115.5. Yeah.
All right. Where's your next play? So, sir, how many plays you got left for us?
I got 3 total. Next play I love is in the Atlanta Oklahoma City Thunder game. I mean, we're going to go Trae Young to get a double-double. It's +100.
Thunder money line, you said?
No. Trae Young should eat against Oklahoma City. The game is at home. I fully expect for the role players to play well, the bench guys to play well. I'm just waiting for Atlanta Hawks fans to admit that Nate McMillan sucks. He's always sucked. And people get on the internet and lie and pretend like he's not. Listen, they're never going to win shit as long as he's the coach. He's terrible. And I hate to be, coming down on somebody like him, but he is what he is. He's the middle of the pack coach. Will never ever raise the floor of a team, and I think he's in the way. See, Eddie, 5.5 is the purgatory number for me. I don't touch 5.5. I don't like. I don't touch. I usually don't touch spreads of 5.5 at that number, but we're gonna see. Best of luck if you did bet it. Yeah, it's just.
I mean,
I like Trae. I like Trae against this team because against bad teams, y'all dominate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All this hype about how good you guys are, but you're one game ahead of the Heat. Like nothing. There's nothing like. There's all the hype. You won a couple of games to start the season, and then boom, nothing.
Yeah, it's been flat. It's been us looking like we looked last year, which is an issue. And there's a couple constants, and there's one guy who's running the whole thing, so he deserves some credit. In terms of the Nate thing, like him saying either play or don't show up is kind of weird to me. Don't really know where that stems from. There must be some backstory that we're not privy to because I don't know why you would say that.
Like the headline was crazy though, right?
Yeah. The headline was crazy, but if you actually read the article, it's a lot of weird stuff that Nate did, and the fact that people in the organization are saying that Trey needs to step. Anyway, I have Shea Gildress under 30.5 points. I understand that a lot of people think that, oh, it's Trey Young, he's about to go off. I think he's going to get a lot of DeJounte tonight, and I think he's going to get a lot of AJ Griffin. While I don't think AJ Griffin's a huge shutdown type of player, I do think they'll make a concerted effort to keep Trey from guarding Shea, just because if Shea doesn't get off, I mean, like, respect to Josh Giddey and those guys, but they ain't not fearing.
Hey, man, Shy Carter-Williams is my favorite player.
Hey, man, look, I love what he's doing, and again, I had to apologize.
You don't like Shy Carter? You don't like Shy Carter-Williams, Rex?
I never said anything about it. I just laughed that you called him that.
I mean, that's how he performs, though. He'll have, oh my
Don't
God.
let Toronto fans hear you call that, because that's all who they want.
Yeah. Oh, trust me.
Yeah, if that ends up in the wrong hands, you're done, Zo.
I hope DJ Wagner ends up as a Sixer, but that's probably not going to fucking happen, bro. Just saying, like,
man can dream, can he?
What else we got in the NBA slate before we get to Monday Night Football and wrap this up?
Yes, sir.
Any other NBA plays?
Oh, in regards to tonight's slate,
Boston, Toronto, you got.
I know everybody's expecting the Sixers to come out and smoke the Rockets. I expect this to. I'm one of those people. James Harden to get a double-double is at -120. It's playable because right before he got hurt, it was at -210. So if you're going to give me a playable price of -120 with no Maxey and nothing but shooters outside of Embiid around you, I like James Harden double-double at -120. I think he can easily get 10 dimes based on how these other guys have been shooting the rock. Give me James Harden to record a double-double. Also, he just had a sneak snapped, but Jabari Smith Jr., I hope he's fine. I heard had a little ankle issue his last matchup, but prior to this last game, he had 6 straight games of 3 3-pointers made or more. The only 2 guys to do that in NBA history in their rookie season are Luka Doncic and Anthony Edwards. So that's something that, as from a betting standpoint, I bet at about 4. I bet at 4 out of the 6 games, and every time it was plus money. So that's just something moving forward when you see him in the lineup. If you're going to get the 2.5, you got to take it. If he misses a couple games, he comes back, you're going to get a very good price on 1.5 or 2 made. So just a little factor in regards to the Rockets and what's been profitable for me in regards to that team. Mm-hmm. You're on mute.
There's background noise. Roddy, you got anything else for us on the NBA? I was
about
to say the weirdest trend out there is the Clippers are starting their East Coast trip. After they play a division game, they're 0-5. Unders 5-0. They're 1-4 straight up. And one of the weirder trends of the season as well, when they're favorites, the under is 12-3, and Charlotte's home games so far, the under is 8-3.
Interesting. And the Hornets aren't going to be able to score. So,
that's interesting. East Coast trip for the Clippers.
I don't think the Hornets haven't lost a game at the crib since like the middle of November.
No, I said the under is 8-3.
No, I know, but I'm pretty sure like they haven't lost a game at the crib in a cool little minute. Like the Hornets haven't been that terrible. They just haven't had that many home games.
The Hornets lost to the Bucks their most recent game at home. They beat Washington, beat Minnesota, beat the Sixers. Then you have to go back
Bucks game
to
they lost,
November 16th.
Right, but prior to that, they hadn't lost a game since like November. Was it the 15th or 16th? Right.
16th. Yeah, they had 3 straight.
I know they went a couple weeks at the crib with no losses. So
they're +4 potential home dog.
Maybe first half. If anything, Terry Rozier's cashed us out at least 5 times on the show this season. Another issue with the Hornets is that we don't know whoever's going to play on a nightly basis. They have so many guys that sit out, that don't play, that pop up. Like the most consistent player on their team has been Kelly Oubre, who
Ugh.
that should tell you everything you need to know.
Ugh.
Kelly Oubre has been their most consistent players as far as games played and just being available. So
Shout out Canada.
Yep.
Oh wait,
College hoop slate.
Oh, my.
Terrible
got?
tonight. There's like 6 games. We'll talk about it tomorrow because huge slate going down tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
We'll be live tomorrow, real early too, so we'll get both World Cup games in. If there is still World Cup games. I don't think there is.
Yeah.
No, there is. Yeah, there's 2 more matches tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last
Portugal.
day. But,
the
Roddy, you scare Spin away?
I guess. I mean, I don't know why he would be scared. Why would he be scared? Why would he be fearing a matchup against the New Orleans Saints right now? Why would any team in the NFL be fearing a matchup with the New Orleans Saints right now? I'm already been excommunicated from Saints Twitter because I gave all the LSU fans hell on Saturday. So I'm trying to come in with open arms, but like what? Again, I said it for like 4 weeks now. What is there good to say about this football team right now?
You guys love
Beat the Raiders,
playing the Bucs and ruin Brady's day. And you have a chance to like have the same amount of wins against them if you somehow pull off an upset tonight.
Well,
and the fact you're only saying you're even quality 3-point favorite the Bucs are at home. I mean, that's Vegas saying a lot after your recent results.
Yeah,
Vegas is saying a lot of nice things about you.
I mean, yeah, I guess maybe they're trying to set traps for people though too, which is my thinking because I can't take this team +3. Like they will not score enough. In any defense with a pulse, I would put Tampa's defense on the better side of average. I don't think they're as good as they were last year, but I don't think they're average or bad at all. I think they're pretty good. And we've struggled against literally every defense other than that. So I personally have the Bucs -2.5 in the first half. I think they're going to come out and run the ball. I think they're going to have a strong effort, just to start the game. I think we're going to have the same issues we usually have. We'll have 2 or 3 good plays, and then on that third good play, it'll be called back for a holding, and it'll be 2nd and 15, and then we'll throw 5 ducks into the air and then punt the ball. So just in terms of the standing, if we win tonight, we will be in 2nd place. So it's not like it's a meaningless game. But Tampa gets Sosa's 49ers squad with no quarterback next week at the crib. So I mean, if we want to make some ground, we have to win this game. But again, we don't have the facilities for that, big man. So it is what it is. I don't know.
All right. You ready for it? I'm not picking a winner. I will say this. This is my motivation factor for today. Chris Olave saw his college teammate go off again yesterday for the 3rd straight week. Chris Olave is my only pick in today's game. I got him going over 61.5, -113. I got him going up to 80 yards, which is at +190, 70 yards, +122, anytime touchdown, +230. It's a Chris Olave night for me. I think that we've seen this before with the Saints. Probably not going to win very many games. You try to get the young guys featured as much as possible. Olave's been probably the only real true bright spot on the offense. I mean, Kamara's been decent, but I mean, he's turned the ball over. He's made some worse plays. The most impressive thing that we've seen from the New Orleans Saints this season is Chris Olave. The only positive thing. I mean, Pete Werner, but he got hurt, and so you've seen some things. Again, it's very easy here for it to be a smash spot for Tampa Bay. I would tell people to tread very carefully.
But why?
Because they got Brady. Just because y'all beat him in the Super Bowl doesn't mean that he's not still Brady.
Well, it wasn't hit. No, I'm saying so far this season, the Bucs have allowed 2 teams to score more than 24 points. And that's it. The rest of the time, they're holding teams to 23 or less, usually 21 or 20 or less.
I'm worried about getting
3 scores in it tonight. That's what I'm just saying. Tampa has let every team hang around with them this season.
I agree. It's maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm just used to.
Maybe it's just me thinking about that Panthers game where Brady scored 3 points. Maybe that's still stuck in my brain from too long ago, and the narrative changed and everything like that. But
I'm not gonna. I have nothing that I
The
can
Saints
take away.
defense will get up tonight. That's the only thing I have faith in, and they'll keep it close.
Yeah, like I said, just give me Olave. I think Olave balls out. Ohio State receivers are showing they're quarterback proof, bro. These guys are quarterback proof. It don't matter who the quarterback is. Those are my only plays, though. I like everything Olave, and I'm rocking with him tonight. I think he's a star. I think it's pretty clear he's a star. Once y'all get a competent quarterback back there, probably do some things, So,
I mean, I thought it was supposed to be the guy that's sitting on the pine right now, but again, it's the Saints.
Yeah,
man.
you and everybody in Florida.
It's the Saints, man. I don't know
Atlanta.
what is there to say. What is there to say? But
I'm trying to find the exact score for 1 to 3 point win or a little win for the Bucs because I think that's the way to do it here. It ends like right where the spread is, so no one cashes. Tampa to win by 1 to 13 points is plus 109.
Oh yeah, take that.
That's worth it. But yeah,
I was just trying to find the smaller one.
I don't see it getting out of hand to that extent.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to find the 1 to 6 point win margin. That'd be my play. I don't.
No,
I don't like Brady. It's not like I'm hating on Brady. I'm just saying this Bucs team, I think, is getting overhyped, overgassed. They showed 2 games of signs of life of being quote unquote back. This NFC South division is getting no slack for being just complete garbage this season because when other divisions are this bad, it gets ragged on every single day. Maybe it's just the fans that shit doesn't sell. But NFC just saying, this division
guy's getting offended. Look at you. Look at you.
Just saying. Imagine if the NFC East didn't have the team over 500 right now. What would be said? Why do we have to watch these 2 crap teams play tonight in prime time?
You're right. I don't want to
anticipated they'd be crap 14 weeks ago.
You think I want the hoes watching this game, Rex? No, I don't want the hoes watching this game. Hell no.
Just lose so our draft pick keeps getting better and better. Maybe we get Will Anderson Jr. How about that?
Hey, Chargers, hit me up. Y'all 6-6. Hit me up. Hit me up. 2 first,
plus
baby.
360. I like that. Thank you, Jer. That's a nice play right there.
I like that.
Chargers, Cardinals, hit me up. You can get Sean
they're
Payton.
all acting different, bro.
Just need a first.
So fucking different. 11-1, 11-1. Like, you know what's funny?
I've been saying that for a while. The NFC South just ain't good this season. It is what it is. One team will get in with the 500 record.
You know what? All I know is Manny Pacquiao ain't have to be 11-1 to get knocked the fuck out. Marquez put that motherfucker to sleep and he had 5 losses. I'm not remotely concerned, bro. None. I hope we play y'all. You'll start calling them a fullback.
Be great.
You better pray. You better pray we don't get y'all. I swear to God, y'all better pray.
You remember when
pray every night?
Remember when Steve Austin chased dressed as a fireman? Jared tweeted that the other day. If we're in the link, that'll be me chasing you out of the link that day.
Y'all better pray every night you don't see that defense from San Francisco because we're going to put y'all on a shirt. We're going to put y'all on a motherfucking shirt. I swear to God.
Oh, real quick. Quick, Rex. I know you're about to end. Real quick. If you don't take out a loan right now and bet Georgia minus 6.5, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you have, issues. I don't know if your facilities are all the way there. But if you don't bet Georgia minus 6.5 before it goes to 10 in 3 weeks, do it now. Okay. I'm telling y'all this and I'm giving y'all this advice right now. Okay. Do it now. 6.5. You serious?
On a shirt.
I think Kansas State is a good buy play now, too, because I think a lot of Bama's going to hold out. But you can get more of me and Roddy's thoughts with plus JD, Sam, and Goose on Paid for Play. We'll be back at you live for Daily Bread tomorrow. We appreciate everyone tapping in. Like, retweet, follow, sub.